Today I am sharing some brand new fun Dollar Tree hacks and DIYs that I know you're going to love. You're going to be able to try these out for just a few bucks. Things that you can actually use in your home. Please hit that thumbs up button and let's get on into it. Okay, a new item that I'm seeing out at Dollar Tree is this little wooden trinket box. So this is the perfect shade of wood, so you could leave this natural and just set it on the shelf, but I wanted to paint these black just so they would blend in a little bit more with my modern style decor. So I go ahead and spray over these, but the second that I saw these and saw the little vented tops, I knew these would be perfect to make like a small diffuser. This could easily blend in with your home decor. No one's ever going to know that you have smelly things in there, but I picked up this 2-pack of little fragrance bags, and I did pick them up from Dollar Tree. I know a lot of times Dollar Tree scents can be hit or miss. Sometimes they don't smell that great, but I usually look for a coconut smell. That's something I like, and it tends to really stay a little bit more true to what it says. I just put those down in there after these boxes completely dry. Like I said, you could definitely blend these in, but you're also creating a really great diffuser. These would be incredible set in like a bathroom or laundry room. Be sure to keep your eye out for all of the fun ice molds that's going to be coming out. Now, Walmart and the dollar stores are putting these out very inexpensive because they're just made for ice. If you go and buy a specialty mold at the craft store, you're going to pay anywhere from $6 to $15 to get the mold that you're looking for. And this just makes it really fun. You can pick these up when you see them and get them super inexpensive. These are coming in at $1.48 at my local Walmart. I saw a lemon one, and I use lemons all the time for my crafts, so I went ahead and grabbed them. I am filling these up with my hot glue gun, letting it get really warm, filling in the molds and letting it completely cool down. I did try to paint this with a watercolor paint and it didn't work very well, so I ended up spray painting these, and it works incredible. So I'm going to make some really cool magnets for the fridge, but you also could attach these to some push pins. But I go ahead and give them a solid coat of the spray paint and then mix a little bit of white, and then you can see that I sprayed over the top of it. But mixing this together, I'm looking for that light white slash yellow color so that I could paint the middle of these and just give them a little bit of extra detail. But this is incredible at just $1.45 for a great mold that I'll get to use over and over. And I'll share with you another fun way that I put these to good use. But I go ahead, let these dry, attach them to some small little magnets that I found at Dollar Tree, and then put these up on the fridge. How cute are these for summer? They really brighten up the space, add in that fun summer color, but then once again, like, lemons are my favorite. And because I'm addicted to using this little lemon mold, I had to show you what it looked like to actually pour some wax in here. So instead of just using a yellow unscented Dollar Tree candle, I did go ahead and opt for a nicer Walmart candle that actually smells like sugary lemons or sugared lemons. So I go ahead, melt that down on the stovetop, put this in these molds, let them completely cool off. Now, if you wanted to, you could add wicks in here, but I decided just to use them as little wax melts. This would be an incredible gift idea, perfect for upcoming Mother's Day. You could pair this with a wax melter, but just styled them really cute in these little treat baggies. One of my favorite hacks is to look for wall art pieces, because wall art at the Dollar Tree is not only very inexpensive, a lot of times they have weird looking art that I really wouldn't want to style in my home, but sometimes you find like these more neutral, just kind of blended in neutral pieces that I like a lot more. So one of my favorite things, just to upgrade this canvas just a little bit so I'm not setting it on the shelf more inexpensive looking, I love to take a wooden bead garland. I have just wooden beads. I cut them in half with my miter shears and then attach them around the frame. I have actually stuck this like to a actual plastic frame before around a wall art, but for this I'm putting it on the edge of the canvas and I love it so much more. It gives it a really cool effect while bringing in some more of those warm wood tones. So it's going to dress it up a little bit, not putting a lot of money into it, not putting a lot of work into it, but getting a really fun end result. Fun ceramic vases are everywhere right now, so I wanted to share with you how you can make one of these at home on a very low budget, taking a really cool, unique shape and putting like a plant that you already have that you're just looking to upgrade in here. I picked up 4 of these round styrofoam, like smooth finish wreaths. Go ahead and hot glue them together, making sure they're nice and secure, and then going to give these a prime coat of white paint just so they have more of a little bit texture rather than being shiny, so that my spackling will stick to it. But this is creating the shape of the vase. Go ahead and stack them up, and I do like to lay them over to make sure they're nice and flat and stacked up straight, giving it that coat of prime paint so my spackling will adhere to it, but letting this completely dry in between coats. Now I like to use a lightweight spackle, and you can find this at the Dollar Tree, but I'm using it all the time, so I just like to buy it in bulk to get a better value. Go ahead and just smoothly put this over the entire vase and letting it completely dry. Now you could have kept trying to get this as smooth as possible, but I love the texture. Like, I'm always after so much texture, especially because I decorate with a lot of neutral colors. So whenever you do that, it's just a style hack that you're supposed to bring in lots of textures just so it doesn't make your room look dull or boring. So go ahead and paint this with some sandstone colored chalk paint and try to cover the entire thing before adding on some stone spray paint. Stone spray paint, especially by like the Rust-Oleum one, can be pricey, but I like to pre-paint whatever I'm spraying it on and then barely just spritz it. I get tons of projects out of just one can of this stone spray, but you can tell what a difference it makes. It's adding in so much more dimension and texture. And then I'm not even worried about putting a bottom on this. I'm just setting a plant. So anything, you could look for something at the thrift store or shop around your home. Just set any plant that you already have down in here, and it immediately upgrades the vase, makes it look gorgeous and a high-end result. I was so excited to find this box of Crayola air dry clay. Definitely pick up some packs of these if you see it out at your store. I use this a lot, especially around Christmas time. I've made fake marshmallows with it, fake things for my mugs and toppers. So I definitely recommend grabbing some of this. So many things you can do with it. For this, I wanted to show you a really fun way that you could make like a secret diffuser into your decor, or kind of incorporate it into your decor. So all I'm doing is rolling out a piece of the air dry clay and then using this heart as a template so that I can trace around it, because I want a heart shape. I want to make like a little beaded like heart hanging piece. You could hang this from like a shelf on a little knob, or from like your rear view mirror if you wanted to. But it is secretly going to be a little diffuser on the back. They sell these all over Etsy and different places, like homemade diffusers. You can use any essential oil that you would like, but all I'm doing is pressing some like fake flowers down into it, so making some really cool designs with some ferns and little flowers, making a hole at the top, letting this completely dry overnight and the next day, and then painting only the front white before adding a string to the top. Using a piece of jute twine, I add a few beads on there and then just kind of loop it in itself. And then you can see that some of my air dry clay did pick up a little bit of my brown paper. So you can do this on a white surface. I'm just doing this so it shows up good on camera. But I added my essential oils to the back, and this is going to absorb that scent and then just kind of diffuse it like a real diffuser. And you can decorate with this anywhere and it'll softly put off that scent. Another way that you can do this, perfect for like a rear view mirror, is to pick up one of the little macrame kits from the Dollar Tree. It comes with this little wooden circle, a bead, and the string already ready to go. But instead of making it just like the one on the package, I'm making it similar, but I'm going to leave space in the middle to add some more of that air dry clay so that I can add some of that essential oil on it. So go ahead and attach a string to the bottom and add the bead, make little tassels, but also adding a hanger at the top before adding in a dowel rod. Doing the same thing as before for the air dry clay, just smoothing it out, putting a couple of little designs in there, but keeping it very simple. I wanted something that was kind of smaller than the circle because I didn't want a raw edge behind the wooden ring. So go ahead and use a paint lid to cut out the perfect little circle, but it would have to be floating inside of this wooden ring. So I added a dowel rod to it so it would have some kind of support in the back, hot glued this all together, but making sure that I do leave a little bit of space so that I'm not covering the back with hot glue so that I can put some more of that essential oil on the back. So I ended up coating the entire thing, the wood and the strings, with the essential oil. I loved how it gave it kind of a staining effect, and hanging from like a rear view mirror, it's really gonna put out a nice smell and just really like freshen up the car. And then another fun, easy DIY that you can do is to pick up some of these really like unique candle holders out at Dollar Tree. And I wanted to use these baskets. My Dollar Tree had a ton of these baskets and I really don't find an excuse to use them enough. So I thought it would be really pretty to make like some plant stands, but in a fun, unique way while still like staying true to the black metal, so more of like a modern look. So the first things first, I wanted these to be two different sizes. So they kind of set and cradled together. The only thing is these candle holders are kind of scooped out at the top, so I wasn't going to be able to easily attach the second one without getting hot glue all around the outside, being able to see it. So I filled in this hole, or this like scooped area or cup, with some of my half beads that I had left over from that wall art hack, and go ahead and I was able to build it up enough so that I could glue these two together without getting a ton of hot glue on the edges, and then attaching my baskets to both of them and filling them up with some fun greenery. Now I think whenever you're filling anything up with greenery, it's nice to mix the different styles and textures, but kind of all keeping it green. But I mixed some succulents and some mini little succulents from the Dollar General, as well as some of these little plants. I wanted some hanging, so I kept swapping them out, but kind of made the two look very similar, so whenever they set together, they looked pretty like good and coordinating. But I love how these turned out. They're really tall and made really fun pieces. Thank you all so much for checking out today's video. Let me know in the comments down below which project was your favorite. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you are subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy crafting! Bye!